everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicole. I'm a 33-year-old cash budgeter in Virginia. I am currently a stay-at-home mom to two littles and am on a journey to become debt-free as well as just become more financially stable. Today we are going to do our monthly roundup of all of the savings challenges that we have finished so far in August. And honestly, it's going to be what we have finished all of August because even though today is only the 27th, I think, I don't plan on doing any more challenges for the month of August. Anything that we do from our next paycheck is going to be considered part of September. Alrighty, like I said, so today we're going to be looking at the challenges that we have finished so far. We did do the little mid-month reallocation maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So we do not have all of the cash right here with us, but we do have the challenges. And I do have my notes from the last time we did this. And we did this on the 15th and we had saved $251 so far. So I know we added maybe a couple more challenges here and then we need to pull from our A5 binder. So here were the ones that we had already finished and reallocated. Unfortunately, since the last time I did this video, things have changed. We did have to pull some money. We decided to jumpstart our debt journey and we paid off a few things. We had a car in the shop. So some of the money that we have reallocated last time is no longer where it's supposed to be. But that's what all of this cash is. All of this cash right here is also money that needs to be allocated somewhere because this is basically money that I pulled from miscellaneous places and needs to be redistributed back to either like our buffer or a new category, like a new home. So we will get into that in a second. First, let's start and see what we have right here, and then we will count everything up. Where'd my pen go? Okay, so we finished the $60 challenge from Budget with Carly. So this is our fruit, and I believe this was for debt. It was. So fruit was a save 60, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. And I am going to mix everything together just because of different denominations, but we will do a count, like I said. We finished this August challenge. I believe this was also debt, and this was with from Budget with Amanda. And this was a $30, I believe. So 10, 20, 25, 30. And then we have this little $24. This was from, I can never remember this shop's name. Paper Yumco, something like that. It'll be tagged below. And this was also for debt. So what is this? Flower Girl. We must have only played in our debt binder after we did our first reallocation, it seems. And this was 21, 2, 3, 4. So $24 from there. And then we had this last, this is another Save 30 from Budget with Amanda, and this was their sinking funds. And, oh goodness, I'm just going to write suits. 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay, so 144, I want to say extra, but added would be the right term, to our total monthly savings, which gives us, we can add that down here. So the 144 plus the 251 was 395 that we finished or completed our saving challenges for in the month of August, which is not as much as previous months, but like I said, we had to do some shifting and some rearranging of a lot of things. And I also started a bunch more challenges. So we have a few more challenges going right now. So this 144 plus I had, let's see, where's my notes? I had $687 plus 144 is $831, which is hanging out right there. So let's figure out where all this, oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I lied. We also need to pull the money from my A5 binder, which is what I consider my core savings. And frustratingly, we did not finish this August challenge before I did this video. So this How much do we have left? To save 60 and we've saved 45, so $15 is what we need to put in here. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, sorry about that. Quick pause for you, long pause for me. I was going to look around and try and find um, some extra cash to put in this challenge, and I realized I pulled all of our extra cash already. Like, I don't even have any cash in my wallet. So we are going to go ahead and pull, whoops, this challenge, and we'll just mark it as $45. And in our head, we can know that the extra cash is in there for the full 60. I meant to put it in this challenge before I pulled it, and I just forgot. But for the sake of like the fact that I've already done math and everything, we are not going to redo all of that. So that was 45. Next is medical. And this one, we still have not finished this challenge. This challenge has taken forever. Oh, because it was a 75. And we got 22 to medical. So these are challenges that I do through I just keep them in here. And at the end of the month, I do pull all the money that's in this binder like we're doing right now, regardless of if the challenges are finished or not, because um, the this is what, like I said, this is what I consider my core savings binder. So all the categories in here are very important. This was $5 from vehicles, which I thought I had already, pulled that little $5. So that's actually not going to go to vehicles. Most likely not going to go to vehicles because we did have to we had to pull money to cover some cost. Oh, nothing is in our pets for some reason. Did we not put any money? Oh, I pulled that. I already pulled that. That's right. I pulled the money that was in my pet challenge because I needed to go pick up my dog's flea medicine a little bit early, and it was like 70 something for both of my dogs, flea and tick and all that medicine. And I will say I ended up having like $4 left, but I just pulled that too. So nothing in there. I did have a sticky note telling me what I pulled, and I think I threw my sticky note away. I think it was like 14 though, something like that. This one is home. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. $18 for home. Christmas. There's a lot of ones in here. A lot more ones than I thought. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 23. 23. I wanted to start a Christmas box challenge, and I just have not printed it and got it situated yet. The next one is going to be our kiddos, but I want to try and start a box challenge to start saving another way for Christmas since we're getting close to Christmas. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 for kiddos. Way too many ones going on. If I better not get any ones out of my for this next pay period. What is this? Is this Bill's buffer? Bill's buffer. We're slowly starting this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I think I put a teeny tiny little $3 in our I did vacation. 1, 2, 3. All right. So that was another 140 that we were saving, which actually was 535. So that makes me feel a little better. Okay. I'm going to put this to the side just to get it out of the way. So now that we did all of that, let's see. So we had the 687 plus the 144 plus the 140, 971. So now we should have a total of $9.71 right here. Where's my lucky little sticky notes? Just in case I cancel out my calculator, because now we are going to count all of this. Okay, I cut out the counting because I realized halfway through that when I was counting, I had my hands down here, which you cannot see. So I was way too far back. So anyway, yes, we have $971. So now what I want to do really quick is let's go through here and let's make sure we put certain pre-designated money where it needs to go. Being first up as Christmas. I always want to make sure Christmas goes where it needs to go. So let's go ahead and do that. Ignore these. I just did my cash planning for this coming paycheck, which now I'm probably going to need to change because it's going to be a different amount, but that's okay. So we have 137 in cash sitting in this envelope right now, and we're adding 23, 21, 2, 3, and I'm pretty sure I can condense this now. Let's see. We added 23, so let's make sure I rewrite that. We have, let me make sure I'm not too far back. So now we have 1, 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 160. So we can take these out and put a 20. I have 50s, but I'm not sure. Yeah, we can do a 50. Let's just do the 50. We'll do a 50 and a 10. Okay, so now we have 160 in Christmas in the cash. We also have I think we have 300. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Oh, I was able to pause before, so I did not sneeze on my mic. Oh, yeah, so we have 300 in our savings account, our bank account, and now we have 160 to add to that. So not a lot, not a ton, but definitely more than we had last year going into Christmas. And I will update my trackers later. And let's see, what else can we do? Let's put medical is another one that I want to make sure this money goes to medical. And that is in our high priority section. And we are adding 22. $107. Okay, so we should have 107 in this envelope. $20, $40, $60, $80, $1, $5, $6, $7. All right, and let's put the 20s back and take these two 50s because I want smaller bills. Okay, is that all that we for sure? Like I said, vehicles is not going to go. Kiddos is in here. And they got 16. All right. And that is all this envelope has right now. We did that one. I don't think I have a bills buffer envelope. So where is my little unbudgeted savings challenge at? Let's find that one. Is it in here? Yes. So let's put, what is it, $8. We can put $8 in this one. Let me grab a Sharpie. Let's see, we're going into September. Let's use this like dark purpley pink color. And we're gonna do $8. Let's do the 6 and 2, which is 8. And like I said, I did have to pull this money recently for a car expense, but I'm going to change out my dashboard soon, and I'm thinking we are going to do this. I'm going to do an unbudgeted, but I have two of these roll the dice saving challenges, and I think I will do one for a bills buffer and then one for just unbudgeted. But I need to switch all those around. I need to find them, honestly, and make some new dashboards. I did make new dashboards for my bills binder if you'd like to see them. They are, or they're not dashboards, they're inserts, but they're this really cute little flower label, and they are made out of the matte vellum, so they are the see-through ones. There's nothing in this binder right now because it's all right here because we're about to be paid tomorrow as I'm filming this. So I pulled the cash out so that I could grab it a lot easier for when I need to go do my deposit. Um, okay, let's see where we're at. So now let's do, how much did we have for debt? We added 114 for debt. So let's put that in this extra payment envelope. I knew I pulled this out for some reason. 20, 40, 60, 81, 10. We'll just do 115. How about that? So I will, where's my pen? So this equaled 114, but we're going to stuff 115 into extra payments, and that is going to go probably to my American Express card, if I'm being honest. But we will see. Okay, so I think that's all from here because this can be randomized. Not worried about the vacation one. Home, that actually does need to get pulled out, and it needs to go into my Chase credit card spot, which is like my Amazon card, because Amazon decided to oh wait, did I already do this? Amazon, we bought some. I bought some new chair. I bought a chair, an ottoman, and like a desk chair, and I bought it through Amazon, and Amazon automatically charged my Amazon or my Chase card, like the Amazon Chase, whatever it's called, charge that card since it's for some reason set as my primary, even though I don't want it to be my primary. Um, but that's the card that I'm using for my business expenses, and so I need to make a big payment to get that off. But I thought I pulled money for this already. So we'll hold off on that too. Okay, so now let's see what we're working with. Or let's just put that, instead of putting it in there, let's put it in my home sinking fund. Let's do that. Somewhere in here. Okay, here we go. All right, and all of my trackers are wrong, so let's just put it in there so that we don't lose it. Okay. And I will figure out, I need to look and see if I made that, if I did that payment when we just did a bunch of the debt stuff that I was mentioning. We did pay off 3 credit cards, and we paid off 3 credit cards, and we got a bunch of stuff going on right now. My brain is mush, guys. It is completely mush right now because I do not know what I want to do with some of this money. I'm sorry this video is just so choppy, but I don't really have a plan, and I'm trying to film this right now while my kids are sleeping. Is my self-care envelope? It is. Let's go ahead. I want to put that $45 or that August $60 challenge. I want to add $60. So let's do put 15 also into my self-care because I have a hair appointment. I have a hair appointment in 2 weeks, I think. I had rescheduled it because we had not saved up enough money. So now this one should have my self-care envelope should have 160, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. Okay, I'll take these out. All right, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60. Okay. And that way I am not going to be tempted to use my credit card when it comes to my hair appointment. I wanted to make sure I had cash. So we are almost there. I may even come back around and put more in here. I think my hair appointment is going to be around $200 plus tip. But we didn't really have it in the budget for me to specifically put any money in my self-care envelope this paycheck. So I have to use challenges, which is fine. Or I don't get to play as much in my challenges, which we all know we like to play our challenges, right? Okay, now I think we can just start looking at what we have left and write it out, because as you can see in this, what's going on with our cash over here, we have lots of small denominations. Literally, there's almost like $100 in ones sitting here. There's over $100 in fives. So we can do like a cash plan, like a cash breakdown, and then I will stuff it. I may add it to my cash stuffing video or do a whole separate video. Um, so I'm going to pause again and I'm going to count and see how much we have left, make sure it's correct, and I will be right back. Okay, sorry if things look a little bit different. Um, it is actually the next day from the beginning part of this video. So I had paused the video the clip that you were just watching, and I was going to count everything up, and then my kids woke up, and I just never got back around to finishing recording before my husband got home, and just the nightly routine, basically. So it is the next day, and we are going to try and finish up this reallocation very quickly. And I'm kind of glad that I did, because I forgot that we needed to pull um, my Friday challenge from, let's see, I feel like everything's not where it's supposed to be. We are pulling the Friday challenge that we did from Simply Budgeted. So this is a all year Friday challenge that I have been doing, and I pull it at the end of a 2-month period, and we're at the end of the 2 months. So let's count and see how we did with our Friday challenge. We did 50, 60, 70, 85, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4. So $94 that we got to pull for our Friday challenge, which is awesome. So that was 2 months worth of Fridays, basically. And so we will continue now. And I think I've explained it before, but I do skip around on this depending. For July and August, I pretty much was able to do all of the Fridays. I did miss last Friday, but that's okay. And we did a lot better than what we had completed in May and June. So that's awesome. And now we will do September and October, and we'll pick another color and we'll continue. So was that the last one that I needed to, I think that was the last one I wanted to pull. Okay, so I think we are finished with these two binders. So I'm actually going to move them out of the way just because it's getting a little congested over here. And now let's count everything up that we physically have in front of us. Let's see, let's add that 94 to our total monthly savings, which is $629. So we should only have $378 plus the $687. We should have over $1,000 right here. I don't think that's right. No, because then we've already stuffed some. So then everything that's highlighted was what we stuffed already. See, this is why I don't like filming on 2 separate days, because I forget what we did. But it's okay. I'm catching up. 803. So now we should have, I believe, $803 for us to reallocate, which seems like it might be a little bit off, but we'll see. Let's see how much we have, and we'll worry about it later. This is 23. 803. Okay, so our math was right. Fantastic. So I just paused real quick and condensed a little bit of my ones. So now we do not have so many ones. I took out 55 ones and added in, obviously, some more tens and fives. And now my plan is we are going to go binder by binder and figure out what we're going to do with this money. So we have a total of 803 left to stuff. From that 803, we started with 687. We have 116 left from our challenges, if that is correct. Let me do some quick math. 94, 30, 3, 5, 132. So did we do something with this 30? Let's see. So 5, 3, 94, 102 plus 30 is 132. Okay, so since it is the next day for me, I don't remember what we did with the rest of that money. You guys probably know. So it should have, so then we should have 132 left. But for the purposes of this video, let's see how many ones we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, we have 43 ones. All right, so let's put the 3 there, and we'll put this 40 back here, and then 40, we'll do 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay, so this is $100 right there. I want to keep that separate because we may do a randomizer or something with that. But okay, let's see. We are also going to, while I have all my binders out, we are going to do some tracker cleaning and try and get my trackers situated and get ready for our cash stuffing that we are going to do here soon. So I want to make sure everything is cleaned off and empty. Okay, so we did this. So there's 16 in there. This envelope, I think I'm just going to take this envelope out. I do not use it right now. All right, and oh, we do need to pull this $30 as well. This needs to go to our buffer. So let's just switch that from pet care to buffer. And that's because I ordered our dog food the other day and hadn't put the cash in the bank yet. Okay, let's make sure. And then I did want to take this 20 and put it in health and baby instead of household, because I feel like my household budget right now, or my household supplies are either pretty well stocked, or everything is spread out enough that if I need to buy anything, I feel like my buffer can eat it, basically. Medical, this says it has 107. Let's just make sure medical has 107. 1, 5, 6, 7. All right. Gosh. 20, and then registration, taxes, debts. Okay. So those trackers are fine. This is the binder I'm pretty sure like every tracker that has something written on it is wrong. So for the sake of so these trackers right here, some of them I have are laminated for reuse, and then others are not. And leave my note on there just in case I want to pay that back. But that was before we did other stuff, so I don't know if we'll need to do that. Birthdays, I have my holiday tracker in here that has $10 in it. Business is sitting at 0, which is right. But anyway, so some of my trackers, so these trackers are not mine. I got them off Etsy. I do not remember who I got them from. I'd have to look. I did make my own, but I just haven't printed any out. And I laminated some of them, and some of them I did not laminate. So some of them, the ones in my expenses binder that I pull from a lot, are the ones that are laminated. So this part is just going to be a lot of me just, looking through things and fixing trackers. So I may fast forward you through here just a little bit. Okay, all of our trackers are cleaned off or up to date as far as I can tell. Um, so the first place we are going to start with our reallocation, um, excuse my reach, with our reallocation is going to be um, our holidays section. So I pulled some money from a few of these categories and I want to basically put it back. So my son's birthday, um, we are just going to go ahead and put $20. And for my son, that's a horrible 20. Wow. Gosh, these are all horrible. Oh my goodness. And his birthday is not until January, so we do have quite a bit of time. I had already marked off one, so 5, 10, 15, 20. And this was a little mini savings challenge that I got from Micro Saving with Steph on Etsy. Let me just make notes where we're putting things. My daughter will go ahead and put 20 as well, just, try and make it fair. My son's birthday isn't until January, but that is coming up a lot quicker. My daughter's birthday is in March. So again, Micro Saving with Steph is where these little mini savings challenges came from on Etsy. All right, and then Halloween, I don't want to mess with because I had planned to put $4 in here from this week. And honestly, I mean, Halloween's looking pretty good, so I think we can back off of Halloween a little bit. I Thanksgiving, I think I pulled some money. I pulled $4 out of Thanksgiving, so let's just do $10 in Thanksgiving total. And that would be this. I use this basically just to be a buffer for our grocery budget. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That way, the extras that we are making don't necessarily, hurt that week's grocery budget if I can get around it. So where my goal is just to save a quick $60 for Thanksgiving. I do host at my house, but I only host my side of the family, which is like minuscule. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So only my mother and brother come over, and me and my mom basically just kind of split things. And honestly, it's more out of obligation than anything. Like, it's not anything exciting that we do. I would much rather um, not do anything, but I can only do but so much, or I can only cause too much issue, basically. We're gonna go big, and we're gonna put this 50 in emergency because I do have this $50 bill over here, and I really want to try and focus a little bit more on the emergency fund. Like I said, our buffer itself is pretty depleted, and we've been having to pull a lot from savings lately just for just random miscellaneous spending, and I would really like to get some more to our emergency fund. Month ahead, I'm not super worried about right now, but we can just let's just add another $10 to this. 10, 20, 25, 30. We'll just do two 20s, make it 40. And the first category I was working on for our month ahead was going to be utilities because it's our second highest, obviously. So I grouped all of my utilities together, and the goal for this is going to be $480, and we're sitting at $40. But this is not a huge priority for us right now to do the month ahead. Our priority is definitely debt and just basic savings. So we're not going to mess with those. Okay. Christmas. I add any in here? No, I updated the tracker. We have 160 for Christmas. Let's add another 40 to Christmas and make 200. And that way, I feel like we can get another little boost in our Christmas, and I can deposit some more money into our savings account. So that means we have 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200 in cash in here, and then we have another 300 in the bank. So now we are at $500 for Christmas. And my main goal for Christmas is just to make sure um, that we have money for our kids for their Christmas. So I feel very happy with the 500. I think that is plenty for my kids. That's more than plenty almost, because my kids are so young. And now I'm basically saving for our adult family members. So we should have 20 of these filled. So we can do 2 more. We can finish our Santa hats. And like I said, I do think I want to try and do my box challenge, but I need to remember to print it. Every time I go to print like an Etsy order or something, I tell myself I need to print my box challenge. I bought it literally like last year and I've yet to use it. It's the Grinch one from Lakin. I forget her tag. When I start using it, I will obviously I'll tag her, but I got it off her Ko-fi last year, and her Ko-fi I think is Lakin Bacon. Um, but yeah, okay. Gosh, how many times am I going to say okay? Now I want to look at our bills. I want to put I know we haven't did the debt video yet. Um, and it is coming soon, I promise. But the debt we are focusing on right now is going to be care credit. We need to have it paid off by November, and we currently owe $645. And I will say, if it's not paid off, if we don't have enough money at the end by November, we are going to use our savings to finish paying it off, because in November is when our interest-free period ends, and we would get hit with interest, and we don't want that. This care credit was from an emergency vet visit that we did back in on Easter weekend. We lost one of our dogs. So obviously that we ended up just doing care credit. I've had a care credit account specifically for like medical emergencies, and it had a zero balance before that visit to the vet. And like I said, we lost our dog, and that's what happened. So I want to put, I think, $200 towards this right now, which so 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. Let's see. This is going to be, I'm just going to write agree. Okay. And I don't even know what today's date is, but I wrote August, so I'll at least remember. So we're going to put 200 in our care credit. And then we have the 115 in our extra payment, which most likely is going to go, that was from our mini challenges from the beginning of this video. That's most likely also going to go towards our care credit. And then, so let's write that down. We did 200 to care credit. And then I need to go, where's our medical? I need to add some more to medical. I know I've mentioned in previous videos that we have a savings account, what is it called? The health savings account, something like that, the HSA. I keep forgetting to ask my husband how much is left on that, but I know we always have some medical bills coming up. So what do we have left? We have 673 minus 200, 107. Let's do 50. How many ones do we have? 53. Let's do 53 in here. 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3. All right, so plus 53. That should give us 160. 1, 20, 40, 60. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes. So I need to pull out our medical stuff because I need to figure out. There's a few that I need to finish. Okay. So that leaves us $420, which is a ton. Let's add another 20 to memberships. This is like our like Costco, Sam's Club. Um, use my reach. I'm looking for my Sharpie. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. What did we just do? We did 53 medical and we just did 20 memberships. Taxes. We're at 400. Oh, this one over here. So this debt, I need to make a new tracker for that. Let's add, I only have a 20. I guess let's just add 20. We'll just add 20 to debt for now. 20 to debt. That is a family loan. Someone loaned us some money in our family and we need to pay them back. Okay. So now we should have 380. So let's just do some quick math. Okay, so that leaves us $380. And I think what we're going to do now is I am actually going to do a randomizer, but I'm going to make that a separate video because I'm sure this video is already pretty long. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for the second part of this video, which is going to be our randomizer. I promise I will make sure that this video goes up and then the randomizer goes up within a day or two of this video. So if you're wondering what we're going to do with the extra $380, you won't be kept waiting too long. So thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, like this video, and leave me a comment below. And I will see you in the next video.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.